Boosie was involved in a serious car crash with reportedly multiple people in.
Fresh out the hospital. No, I ain't wrecking no car. I don't never wreck no car. Stupid bitch, you wreck my car. My fourth car in 6 months. I ain't never wrecked. That's what it is. I ain't wrecking nothing.
Buckle up, because Boosie just survived the scariest car crash of his life. And the streets are buzzing with rumors that Yella Beezy's crew might have had something to do with it. If that's true, this wouldn't be the first time Yella allegedly targeted Boosie. So what really went down on that highway? And why is Boosie finally ready to speak out? It all happened on Monday, April 7th, on a wild stretch of Interstate 95 in Georgia. Witnesses say a car came barreling through a red light like a bat out of hell, causing a massive pileup that looks straight out of a movie. Boosie was caught right in the middle of it as soon as the news broke. The internet exploded with speculation. Some claimed Boosie was driving recklessly, others said he was drunk, and the cruelest rumors even falsely reported that he had died. But his team moved fast to shut it all down now. With the dust settling and Boosie alive and speaking out, fans are desperate for answers, and wondering if there's more to the story than a simple accident. Let's get one thing straight. Boosie wasn't even driving. He was riding shotgun, minding his business when chaos struck. Honestly, at this point, Boosie must have a guardian angel on speed dial. This man has stared death in the face more times than we can count, and yet, he keeps walking away untouched. Can you believe he didn't have so much as a scratch on him? Not even a bruise. Even though he ended up at the hospital, it wasn't for himself. Boosie just wanted to make sure the driver was okay. Say what you want about him, but moments like this reveal something deeper. Behind all the wild headlines and non-stop drama, there's a man with a heart. Someone who genuinely cares about the people around him. But of course the internet did what it always does. Whispers turned to accusations, and fingers started pointing at Yella Beezy's crew. People believe they may have had a hand in this crash, especially since Boosie recently revealed that Yella allegedly tried to take him out before. And let's not forget, this isn't Boosie's first brush with danger. He's survived 5 real attempts on his life and lived to tell the tale.
I've been scraped.
By bullets?
Yeah.
How many times?
I've been scraped once, hit once, and missed 5, 6.
The hit once is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So you've been scraped once by a bullet.
Yeah.
Missed 5 times.
Yeah.
So naturally, when something shady like this car crash goes down, especially given Boosie's history of near-death experiences, it's no surprise he's giving everyone the side eye, even old friends. And here's where the tea really starts to boil. Yella Beezy isn't just some name from Boosie's past. They used to be close. Allegedly, Yella is the same person tied to Boosie getting shot in Dallas back in 2020. That incident happened while Boosie was in town to show love and pay his respects after Mo3's tragic death. And we all remember how deep and messy that Mo3 drama ran.
You went out to the Big T Plaza. Can I ask what you were doing down there?
I was just getting some clothes.
Okay.
Getting some clothes.
What kind of car were you in?
I don't know, man. I woke up and I was shot. I was in the hospital.
Okay. You don't want to talk about that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no police report or nothing.
Really?
I told him, nah, ain't no police report or nothing.
Laughing?
Yeah, you know when you get shot, it's a blessing. God can take it.
Because you're still alive?
Yeah.
So you're happy that you're alive?
Yeah, every time I get shot, I'm happy I'm alive.
Okay.
Just say that hit Boosie hard. Mo3 was like family.
Yeah, he reached out to, my brother was like, we gotta go sign this Mo3. Out Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
And we went down there to a show and rocked that. Mo3 was one of the most talented rappers that never been took away, bro. Like he had that kind of talent. Like, you know, he was one of the most talented rappers that never been took away, bro.
Like he really had that kind of talent. One of the most gifted rappers taken way too soon. But speaking of drama, let's talk about what's going down with Yella now, because baby, it's not looking good. The man's been indicted, yep, hit with capital murder for hire charges. And this isn't just some small-time accusation either. A grand jury in Dallas County handed down that serious charge on March 18th. And just 2 days later, boom, Yella was in cuffs. It's looking real grim for him right now.
They're sharing some new details about the murder of a man gunned down on a Dallas highway 5 years ago. Dallas police are now saying that rapper Yella Beezy hired a hitman, Mo 3, his one-time friend turned rival. This all happened back in 2020, just before noon on I-35, south of the Dallas Zoo. Dallas police arrested Kawan Dontrell White. He is in federal prison for firearm charges connected to that shooting. Now, police say Marquise Conway, who also goes by Yella.
But wait, it gets even darker. The whole Mo 3 situation is messier and more twisted than anyone could have imagined. Authorities now believe Yella may have paid Cannon White to take Mo 3 out. Allegedly, White pulled up next to Mo 3's car, jumped out with a gun, and when Mo 3 realized what was about to happen, he tried to run for his life. But White heartlessly fired multiple shots as Mo 3 fled. Tragically, Mo 3 was hit and later passed away at the hospital. And it's not just White caught up in this nightmare. Another man, 32-year-old Devin Brown, has also been indicted alongside him. But here's the twist that's leaving everyone shook. Yella's time in jail didn't last nearly as long as people expected. He was initially held on a massive $2 million bond, and then, out of nowhere, it got slashed down to $750,000. Just like that, Yella walked out the very next day. How? Why? That's the question everyone's asking. The streets want answers. And this case just keeps getting murkier by the minute.
Granted rapper Yella Beezy a lesser bond. This was his first court appearance. It was all about the bond that he was assigned to him when he was first arrested. Now, Yella Beezy, whose real name is Marquise Conway, he was arrested just last week in a for hire plot. So some background for you. Conway was initially given a $2 million bond. His defense team argued he could not afford that, and he needed to be in a position where he could continue to provide for his immediate and extended family. And despite the prosecution arguing that Conway could pay a $2 million bond if he wanted to because he lives in a mansion in Frisco and flies in private jets, Conway now returns to jail with a $750,000 bond instead. So it went from $2 million to $750,000.
Now fast forward to Boosie's recent car crash, and honey, people cannot stop talking. Something about this whole situation feels off. The vibes are bad, and folks are seriously wondering if there was some foul play involved. One online user commented, "The fact they lowered his bond says it all. He's going to walk." Another added, "What's done in the dark always comes to light." And let's be real, Boosie laying low, that's not like him at all. But if you know Boosie, you know he's not the type to go running to the police for help. Nah, Boosie handles things his own way. Still, you can't help but feel for him. He's dodged death more times than some people change outfits, and while he's made his fair share of enemies, this situation with Yella and Boosie's loyalty to Mo 3 has people wondering if that friendship made him a target. It's all just messy, dangerous, and honestly tragic. Let's be clear. Right now, everything is still speculation. Nothing has been officially confirmed. But the streets are buzzing louder than ever. Was this car crash just a random accident? Or was it something more sinister? A setup to take Boosie out for good? And how deep do the ties between Yella Beezy and Mo 3's death really go? Could Boosie's connection to Mo 3 have put a target on his back too? Sound off in the comments and let us know what you think. And baby, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a single drop of this drama.